Hi, my salty pecans. Happy Friday. Happy Houseplant and Cocktails Friday. It is yet another Friday. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. It is yet another Friday. And this is, I think, the first time ever I posted a Hey y'all. I don't know what's going on. My system is so weird sometimes. Whenever it starts raining, everything just decides it doesn't know how to work. Sorry about that, y'all. This now feels like it might not even be a long live anymore because the weather is trash, and apparently so is my Wi-Fi whenever it starts. The weather's funky. So I have to bring the Ethernet box into this room because Wi-Fi does not do this justice. This is very frustrating. Nevertheless, as you can see by the, is the service like, is it glitchy? Hold on. Let me see. Is it glitching? Hold on. I might have to come back on again. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Just a little. All right. It's just a little. Okay. Hopefully it's all right then. I still froze. All right. Hold on. Hey, Terry Mills. What does that mean? All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off and turn it back on. Hold on. Okay. I should be back. Let me know. Okay. Hopefully it's better. Let me do a little wave, wave, jump, and wave, clap, and wave. All right. I think it's the lag is better. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully it gets itself together. Hi, Cherry Mills, this is my first time seeing your comments on a live. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So for tonight's cocktail, we are doing yet another one of my favorites, sake. But today I'm gonna make a screwdriver. I took the measuring shot glass and I left it in the kitchen and I don't feel like getting up again. So we're just going to eyeball this. This requires 1.5 ounces of sake. My ice already started to melt. I have the icy leafy cubies, and it also requires some OJ, not the murderer. But it's so pour a little bit of that in this diluted ice. I'm gonna just eyeball what I think is 1.5 ounces. And then just top it with a little bit of OJ. I should shake this first. Any settled pulp. And that's all we are having. Cheers. My bad. And we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of sake. We're just gonna eyeball it. And OJ. I'm not gonna say the other part again. It be that's it. Oh my gosh. All right. And now let's give it a sippy sip. This one needs a little bit more sake. And I think ice too. All right. Give me a sip, yo. Let me get some ice. Hold on. I'm back. Y'all, it is so hot in this apartment as a whole. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, let me just cool down my face. Now we're shaking. All of that ice got diluted so fast. Hey, Tubby Snacks. Welcome. How are you? So, y'all, this past weekend, I went out with a friend and we went to the botanical gardens in Brooklyn. I've been to two botanical gardens in New York. I've been to the Bronx Botanical Garden, and I've also been to the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens many times. I'm in Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn. So I've been to the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens many times, and for many different reasons. This time around, I got a plant, and I got a very beautiful plant, and I was not expecting to even like honestly get a plant, but I'm so happy I got a plant. And plant, and I love it. If you all know, I have an HOYA OBOVATA, a regular old OBOVATA. It has a couple of silver speckles. I'm actually gonna bring it around to show y'all. It just finished flowering a whole ton, so a couple of them have fallen. But let me show you the HOYA OBOVATA OG. Oh, sheesh. All right, I gotta bring this whole entire stand over to show y'all. All right, so all right, so this is the HOYA OBOVATA, and I had to wrap it in of itself a couple times, and I have the last peduncle from this flower session that just bloomed. It's about to fall off. A whole bunch of them fall off. So this one has, God, at least 20 peduncles, okay, on this plant alone. I could even freaking count. Let me count for y'all, all right? This is the honest, truthful counting. It's going to take a couple of minutes, but we're going to do it. We're going to count how many peduncles are on this plant. Let me make some space. Yeah, boy. All right. So, all right. Okay, I'm going to start. This is not good. Hold on. BRB, peoples. BRB, salties. BRB, the pecans. The salty pecans. All right. Okay. All right. Miss Thinking to say hi, you know. Always. Oh, the fan is in her face. Okay. So, y'all know I went on a trip a month ago, basically. And I just recently this week unpacked my suitcase, and I dragged it back into here so I can put it away. But I just haven't put it away. But I'm trying to use it as a stand. That's the only reason I brought the suitcase up. I'm gonna use it as a makeshift stand. And I have this box here because I have some other stuff to show y'all. That's in this box. Voila. Voila. All right. Let us count how many peduncles are on this plant. Are you ready? Count with me. Make sure you don't drop. Peace. All right, hold on. I'm trying to be very careful, y'all. Very, very, very careful to not snap any peduncles. This is very dangerous, y'all. Jeez, man. All right. From the very tip, we have one peduncle here. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. All right, we have one peduncle, two peduncles, three peduncles, four peduncles, we're gonna do a recount because I gotta turn this around because the plant is like facing this way. Very much so facing this way. All right, hold on, not bad. Let's recount. All right, let's do this one more time. It's like wrapping this. So we gotta be gentle not to rip anything. Set this off to the side like this. Oh God. Okay. All right. Let's do this one more time. One peduncle, two pedunkies, three pedunkies, four pedunkies. Look, search. I'm gonna throw this over my shoulder. Wait, how many did I count? How many did I just count? I lost count. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4. We have, let me just check in between. Peduncle number 5 in full bloom. Let's search. So that's peduncle number 5 on this new growth. So this is the newest growth, okay? And I'm just gonna do a little quick wrap around because I feel like this Hoya is very untrained. Okay, is I feel like the most respectful way. So we're gonna do a little quick wrap. I've been wanting to do this for a hot minute as well. Okay, let's do this with you all. Being very careful not to snap off, irritate any peduncles, okay? And I'm going to take this. Where is it? Damn it, where is it? Where is it? Damn it, where is it? Are you laughing? Are you laughing? Y'all know that gift meme? Where is it? I just had you. I placed you here purposely so I could use you in this video. There you are. Okay, I found you. I was looking for these. Now I'm like, I'm gonna get this. All right, so I'm gonna do the wrap around, okay? Make sure this is, remember, we counted 5. And the 5 stopped at the flowering one. Okay, and just remember the 5th one stopped at the flowering one. Okay. I'm sweating, y'all. I'm like in so sweaty mode. So number 5, we just counted, y'all. And then there's So number 5 was the one that was flowering. And then there's number 6 right here. Okay. Hold on. Let me rearrange this again because I'm so nervous about this falling and I'm not trying to do that. This is not very sturdy. Okay. I just need something sturdy. Yes. That's all I needed to do. That's all I needed to do. I have so much sturdiness now. Okay. I'm going to take a little pause. We're going to have to recount one more time again. I'm going to unwind this. I'm going to prep my items. I'm prepping. I'm doing this because I'm prepping because I feel a little over the place. So I'm going to cut maybe about this much. This is like the little Velcro felt. I love this because it's so soft and I don't have to worry about my plants suffocating. Since I'm wrapping around a couple of times, I'm going to just give myself ample. Okay. I'm going to cut another one just in case I make another loop-de-loop. And there is a salty pecan gift that I'm going to also use on this plant. I've been wanting to use for a hot minute. And I feel like doing the loop-de-loop, this is the perfect salty pecan gift I'm going to reintroduce into this plant. Well, introduce because it wasn't introduced prior. Mr. Shellfield gifted me this. It's a copper trellis. So we are going to loop-de-loop onto this, okay? All right, so I gave myself the 2 strips. All right, before I continue, I'm going to have a sip of my cocktail. I'm drinking this like it's not a whole sake drink. Okay. So I really was like had half of mind on which plant to truly use this for. I don't know if I wanted to use it for my Swiffer's tail because Swiffer's tail right here is a little bit smaller. But Swiffer's tail is pretty buff. And I feel like Swiffer's tail would probably go really nice on this. It's given me like 3 different offshoots so far. And I have 2 peduncles. On here, I had, I think, 2 or 3 peduncles a few years prior, but those dried out this past winter. So I don't know if I want to wrap my Swiffer's tail around this or if I just want to give it to the OBOVATA. I feel like the OBOVATA might be a little too heavy for this trellis. What y'all think? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Tell me what you think about what I said with a trellis idea. Okay. We're going to have one more time. No, I'm really hot. So let me just unwind this plant because this plant is like super wound up in itself. Like very wound. Okay. So I have 2 offshoots, okay? I'm going to start from the top this time. I have 2 offshoots for, ooh, let me be careful because this is very soft. Very soft, baby. You're soft. Let me not crush you. All right, so I'm going to count again one last time. One last time. I'm going to look from under here. If there's anything the base. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first growth point. Okay, this was, I believe, the original growth point, and then it gave me like another offshoot. So this plant originally started like as an almost dying cutting. I was gifted this many years ago, and it's just blessed me. So for the first offshoot is only about a foot long, because from here to here is about a foot for me. This is about a foot long, and it has one peduncle. Wow, let me not step on the freaking flowers. All right, so it has, can y'all see, one peduncle. And then it has another one right here, two peduncles. Can y'all see it? So this is two from just the one strand. And then for the next growth point, it is driving me crazy because I just noticed this, y'all. So this is a very new leaf. Let me spin this around. So this is a very new leaf, very brand new leaf in the middle of a very old vine. Very old vine. Why is this a very new leaf? This is a new off freaking shoot. This is a new offshoot. Okay? And this new offshoot has given me a new leaf and a peduncle. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see this. This might be really hard to see, y'all. But trust me, this right here. This right here. That little nub, that's a peduncle. Sharing a new growth point with this new leaf. So this is 3. Back to the original old plant. Okay. Ooh, girl, be careful. Be careful. This is 4. 5. Okay, I'll see number 5 right here. 5. 6. You know, see 6. 7. 7 right here. 8. 9. 10. 'We already got a casualty. 11. 12. 13. 14. So this Hoya obovata has given me, well, what did I just count? 13 or 14? I didn't even remember the last number I just counted. 13 or 14. Okay. So I am very excited. Okay, very, very excited to wrap this one around. So I gotta be careful because all of these Hoya flowers are falling now. So I'm gonna wrap it around a couple of times, and we are going to trellis it. I'm going to be very careful, very, very careful. Not to harm this plant. I don't want to snap off any peduncles. I don't even know what I'm doing, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna stick this on the side. I feel like I probably need to have a better video of this. You know what? I'm not gonna use this for today. I'm just gonna wrap this plant around itself. I think I'm gonna have to. I would like to actually sit down and repot this plant into a larger container and properly fit the trellis instead of just shoving it in like by force. We're not going to do that today. What was that snap? I heard a snap. Sorry. All right. So I got this twined. Then okay, I got it. I figured it out. Figured out how I'm going to spin this around because this one has grown. Oh, y'all seen that fall? Something like this. No, we're not doing that. Now this is a little tough. Okay. All right, I got it. Got it. All right, hold on. Oof, jeez. Jesus. All right. Okay, I'm gonna use the first twist tie. You know, literally avoid. Damn, this is too big. Oh, that's why. True. Make sure you over. You indeed. Okay. You know, with the twist Velcro tie situation, I'm gonna wrap it around itself a couple of times to just make sure this doesn't unravel. Perfect. And then I'm gonna have to take this part right here. Oh man. I have to be careful with this new flower and vine that's coming out. Oh gosh. And with this flowering one as well. Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm literally trying not to press. Y'all don't understand how nerve-wracking this is. Because I'm trying my best to not damage any existing healthy plant or any growth points that are there. I'm also trying to not secure at a node either. But it's like this plant, every point is a node. That's the thing. Every freaking plant. This plant is a node. No complaints. All right, y'all. Yes. Looking great. I have been needing to do this for a minute. This plant, when I tell you, is a freaking crazy plant. And then I'm gonna just maybe maybe this one. I think it needs maybe another solid wrap. I'm gonna catch up with the comments. They're a little too far from where I'm standing, but I see the comments are going. All right, I gave myself just another wrap. I just want to secure this one more point. I think maybe around here might be a good point. I don't see any peduncules. All right, I see there is a little bee. Ooh, chill. Okay, I'm chilled up. Chill out, girl. Chill the F out. Chill out. Almost snapped the whole leaf off. Not just a leaf, a whole new soft. No, it's not. No. All right. This plant is so tough. It's so strong. Like the amount of pressure, y'all honestly wouldn't believe that I'm putting on this plant right now. All right, we did it. We did it. I think I just want to secure that little top growth somewhere up to one more. And I'm just eyeballing. All right. So this is the one I said I want to secure. And I think I'm just going to secure it like right here. So it's nowhere near a node. It's nowhere near a peduncle. Let me just make sure I make it tight though. I lied. It was literally on 2 nodes. Freaking stupid sometimes. Gosh. Okay. All right. This is legitimately secured now. Let me water these plants because I've filled this whole container up with water and this thing is like thirsty already. But it was like super hot today anyways. Oh, that hurt. All right, we're gonna water this and then we're gonna move on to the plants of the night. This is the rhythm of the night. All night. Oh yeah. It's also rhythm, also night. All night. Oh yeah. This is the rhythm of the night. All night. Oh yeah. This is the rhythm of the night. Of night. Oh yeah. It's I'm gonna just give it a little more water. One thing about Hoyas, one thing about flowering Hoyas, one thing about growing Hoyas. If you see any plants, any Hoya more specifically, putting out new growth, make sure that bad boy has a lot of water. Period. Point blank. Make sure it's hydrated. This one is super heavy, so I'm going to bring it over before I drop any more water. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. All right. So let me lug my suitcase out of here since we're done with it. Ugh. We'll come back to this another day. I'm going to put my surface tail. Okay, so let me scoot back over here. Wow. I do have to share with y'all. I did have a couple of casualties though. I had a couple of casualties. Hold on. It's dripping. Oh yeah. This is the rhythm of the night. Of the night. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, let me type in the comments. Hold on. Let me scroll up. All right, let me see. Yo, we got to do another one. Another one. Thank you. We're just gonna finish this tonight. There's like barely anything in here, anyways. It's like barely half a shot. Every last drop. Let me see. reading the comments, y'all. All right, y'all. I'll get back to the rest of the comments. There's a lot going on in there. I'm like halfway through them. Y'all was chatting it up. So as you can see from the comment, I said from the comment, from the title, I got a variegated HOYA OBOVATA. And this is the beauty, the baby, your question. You're probably like, oh, variegated, yeah. When I tell you this plant is like super variegated all over. It's thick, it's buff, it's juicy, okay? I got this baby. I was gifted this beauty. And it is like stunning. I've had it isolating in my bathroom. Basically, I've had this plant for a week almost. Tomorrow makes it a full week because I got this last week, Saturday. Okay. So this side it looks like my normal OBOVATA, but again, you know this is variegated because you can see some streaks in here. This plant is like thick, like all OBOVATAs. They're thick, they're luscious, they're buff, they're juicy. They are like stunning, and I am so in love. I'm so obsessed, and I'm really hoping that this OBOVATA gives me flowers, okay, blooms like my OG baby has been and does, okay. Fingers crossed. I'm not expecting this to give me any peduncles, any flowers anytime soon. I'm honestly thinking like, gosh, it may be like 4 years, maybe it may flower potentially, who knows. But I'm hoping, you know, within the next 4 years, it does bloom and flower for me. I will keep it in the same area with all my other Hoyas. It's my Hoya window wall situation. That's where all my Hoyas thrive and just like do so well. I'm going to keep it over there with everyone else. Give it the same kind of conditions that everyone else gets. And I've noticed everyone else is like very happy about. So yeah, I'm just looking over to be like, okay, how am I going to arrange and adjust everyone? But I think I have it. I think I have it down back. So this is the beauty. So when I brought the plant home, as I always recommend to y'all, isolate your plants and, you know, just inspect your plants to make sure everyone is fine. Since I bought this plant from, yeah, it was a botanical garden, and it was like the botanical garden shop. It's not like a private collector. I feel like if you get a plant from myself or from any of you all, we are private collectors. I believe the quality of a plant from a private collector 9 times out of 10 may be a little bit better because it's coming from a private collector versus a mom and pop shop where it's like in and out, you know, like we're selling these things, you know. So with that being said, I brought the plant home, inspected it, and I found a couple of damaged, broken vines. So I like quickly like snapped those off and decided we are going to not just put them in water, because that's just normally what I do for Hoyas. Hoyas I found are very easy to propagate for the most part. They propagate very well for me in perlite, in moss, in water. Like I have Hoyas just like all over the place, just they're in the kitchen because I just put them to get water. But I have Hoyas in different forms propagating. So I I decided to take the broken off strands and put them inside of this prop box. This prop box, you know, just be chilling. I won't even be paying no mind to it. I had to like water this thing the other day because it was so bad. It was so bad. What the heck? All right, so they were like really pruny, really vine, really just like papery. And I'm like, okay, I watered this plant. I know the plant is dry. I know the plant is thirsty. I watered it. But why are a couple of these vines not plumping up? If you've ever felt a obovata, the leaves are very thick. They're very robust. Okay. They're not thick like a carry-eye leaf, but they're very thick. They're not paper thin. They don't feel like a philodendron. They have some thickness to them. So they were just not perking up. And then again, upon a little bit of further inspection, I noticed that okay, these are actually like snapped. They're not getting any water from the roots. Let me just completely remove them and put them in a prop box so they can get some like moisture all over. So I cut them up, and as you can see, like this is like wrinkly, right? It's not fully firm. It's not fully plumped up. It took me like maybe like 2 days after I brought it, 2-3 days after I brought them home to put them inside this prop box. So they've been in this prop box where since yesterday. This is the other one. This is the second one. Again, as you can see, the back is very like, let me show you a comparison to a healthy obovata leaf. Okay, so you can see the back of this is very smooth. Okay, the front of it is very smooth. This back of this is like very wrinkled. Okay, can y'all see? Very wrinkled, very veiny. You can see the veins. You can't see the veins. You see? Side by side. This looks, you can see, look, this is very prominent, right? This vein is very prominent. This vein is very prominent, right? And you can see wrinkles on it. And again, let's look at the back of a healthy leaf. You don't even see veinings at all. Like it's obviously but look, you can't see it. So very, very dehydrated. So that was the second cutting. I got a third cutting out of this. I got a fourth. I got a fifth one. I got a sixth, and I actually have a seventh one in the bathroom. That one I'm going to throw in water because that one I found last night. And I already had these in here, so I didn't even bother to come back in the room. I'm just going to throw that one in water. It's going to chill in my bathroom with my other planties. All right, so I'm just going to stick these back in here. I'm just putting these back in here, y'all. So I had got like a pretty decent amount of cuttings, I would say, from this plant. We've talked about this before, about me, I guess, like selling cuttings. So I think I might do like a end of summer, maybe in like September, early fall plant sale, maybe locally though, or on Facebook. I'll see. I mean, not Facebook or on Instagram. I think people are still like interested in buying plants off Instagram, so it might not be as wild, but I think people definitely will be open to buying a bunch of these cuttings. I gotta like get rid of these cuttings. I'm wilding out. I'm wilding the F out. I gotta do something with these cuttings because I should not have three propagation boxes full of plants. And two of those propagation boxes I have not opened in probably over a year. Embarrassing, okay? That's embarrassing. And I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassing. But I'm so happy, okay, to have this. I'm so happy to have this new beauty in my collection. I'm gonna bring it back in the bathroom. I'm gonna let it chill in there for another week, right? I'm gonna let it chill in there for another week, and then I'll bring it into this room with everybody else, so it can enjoy its new life, right? So salty peeps. With that being said, I'm gonna go on and get. I'm gonna go on and get. I'm gonna go on and get. Let me see. Oh my gosh, Mr. Sheffield, the Hoyas you sent me, they're doing great. They're in my bathroom. They are doing great. Let me see. Oh no, Debbie Snacks, you're dealing with thrips. Let me see. Do I have it around here? If you're dealing with thrips, I don't know if you could still find this. Hopefully you can, because I would need to restock on this. It feels like I have like maybe this much left of this product. Boom. Debbie Snacks. This is my holy grail. I swear by this product. I have gotten through thrips. I've gotten through scale, mealybugs, fungus gnats. Aphids. I had aphids before. When I first got my variegated compacta, I had aphids on it. Spider mites. I don't think I've used this. I didn't have this product when I got spider mites, but this, it literally says spider mites right on there. So get this. Debbie Snacks. I swear by it. I swear by it. Literally swear by it. Hi, Miss Lady June. Oh, good night, Debbie Snacks. I don't know if you got to see my little recommendation. Feel better, boo. All right, my salty peeps. I am headed out. I am going to. Oh, my flowers. I'm gonna have a little dinner. I'm gonna shower. I didn't even stop my time. I did a little quick, like 1.6 miles. Just a little walk, just a little light walk. I just stopped it. Little 1.6 miles. Little quick easiness. With that being said, if you're still watching, Salty Peeps, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I would truly love and appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up if you're still watching. And I will see you all on the next one. Let us get rolling. Bye. I'll see you all. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your time. And have fun. Stay cool. Make sure you water your plants and always water yourself. Later, y'all.